friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll share with you some vintage spring home decor ideas. I hope you'll enjoy it. Alrighty, for our first project I created a vintage looking candlestick. But before I show you the project, this video is part of the collaboration where my dear friend Kendra sent me this beautiful box that she actually decorated, and these are the items that were sent to me and to another participant as well. These are the items that I'm going to be using in this video. I ended up using almost all of them, and I will talk about this collaboration a little bit later, but just wanted to show you this is what I was working with, and I'll show you now what I created. First off, I started with this wooden spindle and mini wooden pot. As you can see over here, on each side of this spindle there is a leftover of wood. So what I did, I just cut off each side, and I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding it. This is how it looks like. So now I'm sanding each side just to be nice and smooth, because I will need to glue on each side of this spindle. This is a lid of one of the candles that I had, and of course I had to save it because it's wood and I love it. I knew I can use it for something. So I took off that silicone part, and this is going to be a base for my candlestick, and that mini pot will be the top part of the candlestick, as you can see. Now of course I had to sand off that lacquer or whatever was on top of it, and since all of them were different shade of wood, I decided to use antique wax by Falkart and a baby wipe, and started applying first of all on this candle lid, which is going to be a base, and then I used a small brush just to go in that ridge where that silicone part was. After that was done, I will show you this is how all three of them look like. Very similar, but still not the same. Now I think I made a mistake over here. I thought if I put antique wax on this it will turn out similar, but it's not, because this was not completely sanded all the way to the raw wood. So what I did next, I used these three colors that I had on hand, so white, grayish, and some tan color, to mix it, and I am using it almost like a watered down version, because I'm using it a wet wipe, using a wet wipe, and I am going all over the wood pieces, and this is how it turned out. Now these two that were raw wood are very similar. Now spindle was a little bit different, so I decided to go back with the antique wax and going back and forth until I was very happy with the way it turned out. Now this one was more like a dry brush technique, but with the antique wax, and after a while this is how it turned out. I really like it, and I'm gonna do the same thing, almost like a dry brushing this antique wax on the rest of the pieces. Now of course this is just an idea. You can paint all three pieces with white color or any other color that you prefer. I really am leaning toward those natural looking wood pieces right now. I just don't like those yellowish tones or dark brown reddish tones, so this is why that's why I decided to sand everything and change the color. Now I assembled all three pieces together. I'm using a hot glue, but I have a hot glue stick that is for wood, and I am showing you now how everything turned out. I absolutely love this one. This is probably my favorite out of all, and I know I will use it all the time. I put the candle from the Dollar Tree, and then this is how it turned out. Okay, as I mentioned, this video is part of the collab with these two amazing ladies. Kendra over at Late Night Creations was the host, and we have a Brenda over at Rustic and Lace DIY. Kendra was so kind to send us a package full of goodies that I showed you at the beginning of this video, and Brenda got the same exact thing, the same exact package, and we had to create projects on our own way, the way we wanted, and show you how with the same products, we all create different things, or maybe same thing. So I hope you will be inspired, and when you're done watching my video, go down in the description box. I will have both of these ladies' channels and their videos linked, so you can go ahead and check them out and see what they have created. You will not be disappointed. Alrighty, the next thing I created was a modern candle holder with a vintage touch. So this wooden leg was part of the things that was in a box, and these wooden embellishments. Also, I picked two of those. There was four in a bag. I picked two of those, and then I am going to go ahead and sand the top of this wooden leg. And then, since it was a raw wood, it wasn't nice and smooth, I decided to go ahead and paint this with the white acrylic paint. After all that is painted and dried, I'm gonna use the same paint, and I will paint all over these embellishments. These are so beautiful, and I actually painted two, but I ended up using only one. I tried how it is going to look like to attach on each side of the candles. Well, this is going to be a candle holder, but this wooden furniture leg, I decided to use only one because I want it to be visible from the front and not the sides. So I attached this with a wood hot glue on the front, and then I took this off. This leg will be perfect. This screw in the leg will be perfect for this Dollar Tree candle. I moved the metal part on the bottom of the candle to the side, and here it is. I love how this turned out. It is so beautiful, so simple, but those are the things that I like the most. Now, I also tried this votive candle, and it looks beautiful. I actually think I like this better than the other candle. What do you guys think? Alrighty, the third project is a vintage cottage core trinket box. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but here it is. So two of the items from this box were this decoupage paper, floral decoupage paper, and this beautiful bird, ceramic or porcelain, I think it's ceramic bird. Alrighty, I got this box from the Dollar Tree, the wooden box, and I'm gonna use it in this project. I will go ahead and cut out two portions of this decoupage paper, and using a Mod Podge, I will attach it to this box. So the first box that will go on the top and the front of this box, the first portion that will go on the top and the front of the box, as you can see over here, I will use one paper, so I will not cut it up. That way, when I apply it and when the box is closed, it looks very seamless. I will show you in just a second what I mean. And here it is. I'm continuing to the front. Now, I did not cut out the paper. I will just score it later to be able to open the box, if that makes sense. So now I cut out the ends, and then I'm gonna use the rest of the paper to finish off the box. And here it is. This is how it turned out. So cute already. Now, since this is out of my comfort zone and it's not my style, I decided to mute it down a little bit, to say the least. But before that, I decided to sand a little bit the edges, and the way you do it is just you go from the mod or from the decoupage side down, so towards the not decoupage side, if that makes sense, so you don't peel off the decoupage. So now I'm using the same white acrylic paint, but I watered it down a little bit, and I am going over the whole box. As you can see, the decoupage part or the newspaper part will be visible, but it's not going to be as the colors will be not so vibrant, and that's exactly how I like it. After everything was done, I gave this one good coat of Mod Podge again to protect it and make it permanent. And after that was done, I just attached the bird with the hot glue right on top. This is such a cute, it turned out so cute. I am really pleased. I love how it looks on the book. If I had several more books, I would stack them up. I think it will look great. But since we just moved into another house, I have nothing right now. So this is what I'm working with. But tell me in the comments down below, what do you think? What would you do different? I like to hear your ideas. If you're new to our channel, if you're coming from other two channels, or if you just stumbled upon, welcome to our channel. We are so happy you're here. On our channel, you can find a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift flips, and right now, since we moved into this rental, there will be a lot of home improvement DIYs. This is an older house, and we're not going to be here for a long time, but for a year for sure. But we want to make it as cozy as possible for us, so which will require some DIY projects, and I will bring you along. So I hope you like something like that. If you do, stick around and make sure you subscribe to this channel and click on notification bell on. That way you will not miss any of our future videos. Subscribing is free, so it means a lot to us and help us getting promoted on YouTube, as well as liking this video if this is something that you like. Other ways to support is to watch ads. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I always like to talk to my friends in the comments down below. Alrighty, next project will be mini vintage lantern. Next thing that I got in this box was this lantern from the Dollar Tree, and again the embellishments that I used in the candlestick or candle holder project. First I cut off the jute rope that was on the top, and I pushed in the rest of the jute, and now I am just attaching with the wood hot glue these embellishments on each side of this lantern. I thought that these embellishments fits perfectly with the front of the lantern. I think it just matches seamlessly. Now I'm using white and gray paint, and I'm using antique wax. I'm mixing all this, and actually I'm mixing white and gray and watering down. My idea was to create kind of like a whitewash, and everything was great until one part. As you can see, Dollar Tree wood is not as good quality. It's not really all wood. So one part, you will see over here, it did not really get the wood well. It was so blotchy right there. So I had to come up with something else, and I didn't really like the way it turned out. So I went ahead and did a dry brush with the same dry brushing technique with the same color, and I was not really happy the way that turned out either. So I mixed more white, and what I did, I kind of like went in a line wash style. I was crisscrossing and dabbing the brush, and after it was done and dry, this is how it turned out. I actually like this the most. I did think it was missing something, so what I did, I took a small brush and antique wax, and I went around the perimeters where typically this wood was a little bit darker, and I also dry brushed it all the way around, especially on these embellishments. Now that that was done, I have these curtain rings that I got from thrift store, the whole pack for $2. So I chose that the smaller one would work the best. I took one of the beads that I had on in my stash, and I put antique wax on it, and I am just now putting this smaller ring right inside of this, or each side of the ring inside of the bead, and then I'm going to use the hot glue to attach the bead on top of the lantern. That will be it for this project. Super cute, but I think it will look great on any shelf. This is how it turned out. Tell me what you think about this one. What would you do? Would you change the color? Would you add something different? I like to hear your ideas. Alrighty, next project, natural wood tray. So I received two wood trays, one smaller and one larger. This one was larger, and even though I really like the way it looks like, I didn't like the color. It had that yellowish undertone. I don't know if you could see really on the camera. So I like more muted cool tones, so I decided to sand everything as much as I could with a hand sander or block. And then after everything was sanded, you can see over here, so this is the front and the back was, I'll show you now, this is how yellowish it was. Now in real life, it's the camera doesn't do its justice. It's more cooler tone than it shows. But anyway, now I'm using these larger rings from the thrift store that I had on hand, and I am going to just attach them with the glue on each side and leave it to dry for some time because hot glue will not work. I had to use some stronger glue adhesive from the Dollar Tree, and I left it to dry. And here it is, perfect tray for really anything. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think? And the last project will be vintage looking mini flower pot. Alrighty, one of the things that I got was that mini paper flower pot. So what I did, I took all these colors to mix. Really, that's just my preference. I wanted to create very old looking pot. So I started off with mixing, I think brown, white, and one of the 10 colors. And I was just dabbing it around. Really no rhyme or reason. I was just going in what I think was the right way to create, or actually my way to create, old vintage looking pot. So I put more of the darker brown on the edges because that's where typically dirt will accumulate. And then I also added some green that I muted later to make it look even more old. When everything was done, this is how it looks like. Again, it looks so much better in real life, but I hope you can see how beautiful it is. I have some of the styrofoam from the packaging that I had for moving. So now I put it in a pot, and I'm using this boxwood picks that I was sent in a box, and I am putting them in. After I put them all in, I'm actually going to use what I have in my backyard now where we live. There's a lot of this moss hanging everywhere on the trees. So I'm just going to get a piece. I shook it pretty good, made sure there's no bugs or anything like that. And I took it inside, and I will just cut it out and put it around to cover and hide that styrofoam. And that will be it for this cute little arrangement. It looks beautiful. That's my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. But now I want to hear what do you guys think about all these projects. Which one was your favorite, and would you recreate any of these? Please head out to my description box to check out other two ladies' videos. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.